I mean, a lot of stuff happened, but like I say, like Israel, what's his name? Uh, uh, the leader, the current leader of Israel. He's a really good guy. As far as I know, I mean, like I say, he was a soldier, and like so he faced the worst of it and knows it pretty well. And I mean, Israel, like I say, if anyone knew about how it went down in Israel, you'd be like, how the f did anyone survive that? Like Israel was like ground zero, like for insanity, basically. I mean, actually, I think he was in somewhere else. Actually, I mean, he went around quite a bit. I mean, he was a real fighter, a real technically, I guess you could call him a hero. Although I don't know. I mean, I don't know about all the details. I mean, he looked like a terrorist and a bad person, but I wasn't sure really. I was like, I mean, but like I said, I just got that feeling about him. You know, like I didn't. I got mad at him because of what he did, but then, like I say, later on, I realized he was right. You know, for whatever reason, he was right, and I mean, the world was a more peaceful place, and basically the chaos has pretty much subsided and ended. And like I said, it was a hard fight. It was really a hard fight. Like I don't, not easy times at all. So there's a lot of psychopaths in the world. Anyway, well, had to keep the peace though. People could know about the wars and the war. I mean, like you would say almost at some points, like it's a roll of dice about who comes out or what happens. So I mean, I had all the guns and I had all the stuff in place. Everything was in place. So the people who owned the city should have lived, or at least had the best time of defending themselves, because like we had everything planned out: the cannon locations, the Gatling locations, fallback locations. I mean, basically, it was all planned out. So where if anyone crossed from Spain, it was basically a fallback all the way back to Germany, pretty much. So if they ever rushed across like that, everything was all set up to where, well, except for you can, because the cold, no one's going to get up there and go and come from there. So anyways, all of Europe was basically planned out to basically be a fortress, pretty much. It was kind of crazy actually how much money I spent on the fortress. Like that was going to be like my last hope for everything. Like almost nearly impossible to take down, but which it was for 150 years or so. They couldn't touch Germany. Nobody could. Nobody touched Germany. Like Germany was just like, like fortress. Like with all the fallback positions and all the bunkers, like if you got in there even a little bit, it's like, I mean, attacking Germany was suicide. Like people would say it's suicide to attack Germany, and it was. They had all these pillboxes. Everything was hidden. Everything was secure. When we had built the city, we had spent a lot of money to make sure everything was just like, it was a fortress. Many people would say Fortress Germany, because that's what it was. And it was all like outside people coming in, so you fight and you fall back. And it was impregnable. They said it was almost impregnable. So yeah, I know. I built it, or my people built it. It was damn good defenses. There was no French. The French were on the German side. Everybody was basically like, you fall back to Germany. Everybody was falling back to Germany. So, they just fought first, and then you go second line defenses, third line defenses, fourth line defenses, and just you keep falling back. And that's what you do in war. So, it's basically like my little thing that's going out and in. So yeah, it was a tough cookie to crack, and it took about 2 to 5 million black people and some white people to do it. just ran out of bullets. I didn't have 2 million bullets. Maybe 100,000, maybe a couple 100,000. But I did have a lot of bombs, so like I said, for a while there, we just basically we just were bombing Spain pretty much. You know, they'd be running across, and we were just like, and just like, you know, just going through and just strafing those runners. It was I forget the details exactly, but it was pretty much just you know, nobody lived in Spain. So anyway, yeah. Ground Zero very much. And they were trying to get a camp set up, but, you know, we weren't going to let that happen that easily. I forget the details of everything. I mean, this is before, back in, like, 1890, 1920. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, no. I don't even know why the blacks were even attacking, like. I don't know. Just going for it. I mean, Germany had more cars and everything else like that, but nicer house, I don't know. They were just attacking. 2 million man march about for war. Just knives. That's all they had. Just knives in their hands. They swam across the channel with the knives in their hands. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. I don't know why they would. I don't know why they did. Like, that's just... Like I said, 1 in 5 people, 1 in 10 had like a real gun. And most of them just had knives in their hands. They're in, like, I don't know what they were thinking. I can't even explain it. Like, I just, like, I can't fucking believe it. But strange. Anyway, most of them died though. So, but yeah, that's why it was a bloody war. Insanity. People would say World War I, World War II was close to insanity. It's just like 2 million black people rushing the borders with some white people, and like just rushing from Africa on up. Like, it was just insane. Like, it was good that we had night vision though and the infrared, because we had more warning than we would have. So anyway, war stories. I got a lot of them. That's just one of the encounters. Like, there's a lot of battles and stuff like that I actually went through. That's just one of the ones I really was most memorable. Anyway. Yep. So that was epic. The Epic Defender, the one that saved the city. Right then and there. Like, when after they attacked, I was Epic Defender of the city, because I had all these backup plans and everything else like that, and like, you know, nobody. I thought with all this protection and all this stuff, they would never try it. Like, you know, they would know that they were going to die, but they did it anyway, and like, it was suicide. It was complete and total suicide. We were so well entrenched. We had Gatlings. We had everything. And it was suicide, and they still did it. They were still rushing. And I never could figure it out. Other than more than the guy just wanted to go drive a car through Germany. I think he had gotten kicked out.